Get ready for pure football intensity, because we are diving straight into the action with the Arsenal versus Bayern Leverkusen UEFA Champions League battle. Witness a high-stakes video game simulation of this massive clash that you absolutely cannot miss. This is the perfect way to get your fix of top-tier strategy and skill before the real tournament heats up even further.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The drama in the two. Bundesliga is reaching its boiling point with the showdown between SV Darmstadt and SV Elversberg. Florian Kohfeldt is under immense pressure as his Darmstadt side fights to keep their promotion dreams alive against a tough Elversberg squad that is hungry for that third-place spot. This is the crucial topspiel that will reshape the standings and determine who keeps their championship aspirations on life support. You will not believe the incredible comeback story from the Bundesliga where Bayern Munich pulled off a miracle. After being down by 3 goals against Mainz, Vincent Kompany unleashed Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, and Michael Olise to complete a stunning 4-3 victory. This massive momentum shift is the ultimate confidence booster as the Giants prepare to take on Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League semi-final. We are also breaking down the starting debut of the 18-year-old sensation Bara Ndiaye, who stepped onto the big stage for Bayern Munich during that wild comeback. Vincent Kompany is already praising the young midfielder's resilience under the most intense pressure imaginable, giving us a glimpse of the future of the sport. Make sure you are part of our community by hitting that like button, smashing the subscribe button, and turning on the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Ever wondered what would happen if the giants of Europe collided in a clash that exists only in the digital realm? Today, we are diving into an electrifying showdown between Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen, brought to life through a high-stakes UEFA Champions League simulation for the 25-26 season. It is fast, it is unpredictable, and it is a fascinating glimpse into how tactical giants might match up on the virtual pitch. The intensity here is palpable, proving that gaming simulations have become the ultimate playground for football fans hungry for the next big matchup. If you love deep dives into the pulse of the beautiful game, join over 9,000 global opinion formers by subscribing to Fathom's influential weekly newsletter. It is the best way to stay ahead of the curve. At the end of the day, whether it is on the grass or in the code, the passion remains exactly the same. So tell me, who do you think takes the trophy home when the stakes are this high? Ever felt like a single 90-minute match could decide the entire fate of a club's season? Well, that is exactly the pressure cooker we are stepping into today as Darmstadt prepares to host Elversberg in a high-stakes 2. Bundesliga showdown. This isn't just another game, it is a crossroads. Hannover's win earlier today has shaken up the table, and Elversberg knows that a victory here isn't just about 3 points. It is about reclaiming that coveted third-place spot and putting their promotion dreams back in the driver's seat. On the flip side, we have to talk about Darmstadt. Florian Kohfeldt's squad is staring down a precarious cliff. They have been leaking momentum lately, and if they slip up again today, those promotion ambitions might just evaporate before our eyes. It is the definition of a must-win scenario, and the desperation will surely be palpable from the opening whistle. Now let's look at how they are lining up for this battle. For Darmstadt, Schuhen is wearing the captain's armband, anchoring a backline of Lopez, Pfeiffer, Maglica, and Petretta. In the engine room, they're looking to Akiyama, Richter, Klefish, and Furukawa to control the tempo, while Lidberg and Hornby are tasked with finding that clinical edge up top. Elversberg isn't holding back either. Christoph is between the sticks, backed by a defensive unit featuring Kadel, Captain Pinkert, Rower, and Gunther. The midfield pivot of Condé and Porba will be pivotal in dictating play, while the creative trio of Petkov, Ferai, and Zimmerschied will look to feed Makwa, who leads the line. It is a clash of styles and a test of mental fortitude. Who do you think has the steel to grind out a result under this much heat? Drop your predictions in the comments below. I want to see who you've got taking the points. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the two. Bundesliga race. At the end of the day, leagues aren't won on paper. They are won in moments like these, where pressure either breaks you or builds a legend. Ever felt like you were sleepwalking through a disaster, only to wake up and pull off the impossible? That is exactly what Bayern Munich just pulled off, and honestly, it is the kind of chaos you cannot script. Bayern arrived in Mainz riding high, having already secured the title and a spot in the German Cup final, but they clearly left their focus on the bus. By halftime, they were staring at a humiliating 3-0 deficit against a team that frankly could have been up by even more. It was a defensive nightmare that made you wonder if they had completely forgotten they have a massive Champions League clash against PSG right around the corner. But this is Bayern, and they do not go down without a fight. Vincent Kompany clearly had a legendary halftime talk, tossing Harry Kane and Michael Olise into the fray, and the tide shifted instantly. Nicholas Jackson started the comeback. Olise hammered home a screamer, and suddenly you could feel the Mainz defense crumbling under the pressure. When Jamal Musiala leveled the score and Kane buried the winner just 2 minutes later, it wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. This was the perfect, gritty reality check they needed before facing the Giants in Paris. Elsewhere in the league, the relegation dogfight is heating up as Heidenheim kept their survival hopes alive with a massive 2-0 win over St. Pauli, while Wolfsburg and Cologne continue to flirt with disaster. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the drama as the Bundesliga season reaches its boiling point. After all, if Bayern can turn a disaster into a victory in 45 minutes, who knows what the final matchday will bring? Imagine being 18 years old, fresh from a Gambian academy, and suddenly you are thrown into the high-octane pressure cooker of a Bayern Munich match against Mainz. That is the reality for Bara Ndiaye, who just earned his first-ever starting debut in a wild 4-3 comeback thriller. Talk about a baptism by fire. Vincent Kompany didn't mince words after the final whistle, admitting that this physical, grueling clash was arguably the toughest possible test for such a young talent. But here is the kicker. Kompany wasn't looking for perfection. He was looking for resilience. The manager was quick to shift the burden away from the kid, making it crystal clear that in a game this chaotic, the heavy lifting falls on the shoulders of the veterans, not the debutantes. Ndiaye held his own, managing the pace and showing a noticeable gear shift in the second half that earned him a solid 77 minutes of action. While he isn't currently listed on the Champions League roster, this performance suggests he is exactly the kind of prospect the Bayern brass is eager to develop. It is a massive jump from Gambino's stars to the Bundesliga giants, but if he can survive a trial like this, the sky is the limit. What do you think? Does Ndiaye have what it takes to break into this star-studded Bayern lineup permanently? Let us know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the rising stars of world football. After all, the future of the game is usually found in the moments when the pressure is at its absolute peak.